Hello everybody, welcome back to FTL Mods Season 3. We're still playing the Cassowary alongside of the SMPK mod. For those who haven't seen the previous episode, this ship only has artillery, but when the artillery hits, it kills. The chance of it hitting, though, is slim to none. Anyway, let's carry on. We've got borders. Should really upgrade my piloting at some point. Every time I get borders, I cower my butt to the medbay. Not sure if this thing was ready to fire. If it were, it would have done some damage. And we hit. Good. Would be an interesting ship to play alongside of the "You must accept surrender offers" challenge. Because we don't get any, because we one-shot the ship. Simple. Alright. Store, huh? Well, we'll probably have something to sell, like a weapon of some sorts. Would like some extra crew, actually, yes. Modified halberd beam, goodbye. Let's just get freaking everyone. You can go there, you can go there, and you can just sit around twiddling your thumbs until you get something to punch. Feel much better now that I have that crew. No one escapes you, full power to all assets. And he's got a cloak of his own, which is kind of a nuisance, but, you know. Considering every shot it fires could be its last, it's actually not that bad. The fact that he can cloak is a bit more a nuisance because, you know, it's less free pot shots that we can take at it. And we only need one of those pot shots to hit to win. Hit it to win it. That's pretty much all there is to this one. Hey, miss. Cool. Well, we've been going at this for quite a bit already. See what else is there in the available mods. It's not like I have anything to do. There are some ships in here. See what their missile does. Cool beans. This is taking forever, though. Looks like we actually intercepted their missile, which means the cloak was unnecessary. ASB cruiser. Ah, this thing. Did that even work properly? Hey, we finally hit. Alright. The precision shot. One of a kind anti-armor laser modified to increase reactivity. 2 shots, 2 power, double damage, empty. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I know it's silly, but you're basically just waiting until the thing hits. It's unique. It hasn't been done before, so gotta give it credit for that, I suppose. What is this? The fragments come from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Satellite defenses. You have an NG. Stealthy doesn't have to mean bad, right? Alright, let's hopefully get our super shield then. Super shield. Jump to hill. Nope. Well, you could take over from him then. You can take over from him. You can go heal. Release the one ship mod sets in the kit. Well, I mean, you got time, and once you do finally end up releasing that, you know where to find me. Okay, so we didn't get the super shields. Continue! Missiles, of course. There we go. Well, for every time it takes 10 minutes, there's going to be one where it just takes 1 second. So we can do this jump, but we can't do this one, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if we can sort of measure that with a piece of paper, because that's the most logic thing to do that with. Yeah, it's like a few pixels longer. Apparently that's right on the limit there. Yeah, well, we still got we'll do some mucking around down there then. Find for yourself an escape. Missile launcher. Oh goody. And we did not intercept. Though we did kill. I guess so. We have a store. No. So we're missing 5% evasion. No, we're not. Oh, it's the wrong dude. Boom. Cool. Well, our defenses are almost completely up. Not a small ship, and do keep in mind enemies are going to start having more and more evasion. Which means that even if our shot hits, it still has a chance to miss. And by even if it hits, I mean targets somewhere inside of these rooms. I think we can actually see that, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's artillery, I guess. You could see that on the... Oh, yeah, there you go. See? But it looks like it actually did just miss there. Yeah, there it is again. Ah! Ah! We know when we're gonna hit now. Alright, should have seen that a lot sooner, but hey. What are you gonna do, huh? Alright. Time to head back. Rebel stronghold. Sure, let's see how this thing holds up against the flagship. It's pretty big. Should mean we have good odds. Oh, sure. I mean, if you take the time to come over to me, then might as well take a good deal, right? You're gonna be annoying. So I'm ignoring you. I need to upgrade shields. And then we have one more power bar for something. Maybe oxygen, I don't know. Prepare for the enemy attack. Come on, one shot it. Oh. 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 Nope. 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 Cloaking really isn't going to help us here, I think. Well, it took down his weapons, and we didn't get hit at all, which I believe is coming from the fact that we have that thingamajig known as a... Well, the Og... Oh, here we go. Sweet. Nope. Which means hacking would be actually pretty good. If I can see that it's going to hit, we can then use our hack on it. Nope. 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 There we go. So much more interesting where you can actually see that. Alright, let's get shields. And I guess that's where we can put our last bit of power in. Don't go for cloaking though, that would be really annoying. Not intercepted at all. Nah, I didn't know that worked. Does it work on other systems as well then? It must. Ah, he's going for... Damn it, fellas. We're gonna have to run from this, I think. Unless we hit, like, right now. Now. Nope. Time to go. Yep. Sure. 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 Why are there like 50 stripes on that? It makes 0 sense. Okay. Critical appears to be coming from a shipyard on the surface of a nearby planet, either due to virus sabotage, remotely access and pacify the factory equipment. What? Either through virus sabotage, the equipment is going out of control, and this will cutting beams and other manufacturing equipment causing complete havoc within. Your NG's knowledge of computers allows to access the functions of the plant from the safety of a cruiser. Once the flailing cutting beams are brought under control, the head staff offers payment for solving their dire situation. No problem. Alright, defense is up as far as it can. We're not gonna get we're not gonna get drone control because apparently that has to cost 2,025 scrap. So that's part of the... Alright. Well, I know the stripes are being used in Captain's Edition, and I'm using it on one of my own mods as well, but... I thought this was from... come on, I know what I'm trying to go with here. I thought it was from this mod, from the Cassowary mod, but yeah, apparently not. So that means SMPK has custom artillery as well then. Okay. Otherwise there's no really a point to having those stripes there, is there? Can we hit? Well, we're well protected from the ion storms at least. That's nice. Taste the rainbow or something. And there goes the artillery. Well, that was fun. How many shots was that? Doesn't matter, they all missed. And we intercepted. I heard the explosion. I will eat it. Yep, it missed. Full blast. Did you intercept the missile? Nope, there it is. Any week now. Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus. We have stuff to sell. Well, let's say we go here first. Hey, cool. Even preventing them from being entirely destroyed, the powerful shields array easily deflecting incoming debris out of harm's way. That is nice. Alright, that's good. I always find it kind of annoying that even with level 4 shields you got hit by stupid crap. Good one. Right, actually we have a store over there as well. What are we looking for again? Hacking. Right, well, might as well take... right. Well, we're gonna get caught by the rebel fleet again. Whoops. Sensor array, sure. Mind control. Sure. Ooh, looks like we got some breaches. Well, at least we got a full-sized thing there. Boop. Why do we want to see the insides of enemy ships? Why wouldn't we? Alright, who's actually on engines? You, right? Yes. You should do well on shields as well, but... do you have a shield guy besides you then? Yeah, we do. Nice. What am I going to do with mind control? I don't know. Lots of shots to this one. Nagging shields is a nuisance, I don't have to tell you that. Oh, it hacked shields and took off a layer. Okay. Who took a shit in your cornflakes to be this annoying? Boom. Took you long enough, you have practically no use for these now. If you pay full price, take these and leave the cargo. Mind control, convince him that he's being unfair. I'm being unfair, you did your job and parts are here safe and sound. Cool. Ah. Does it always have them? Actually, I haven't paid attention. I don't really recall coming across that encounter late game, so... Anyway, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll let these chumps go at one another, or you can just go stand in artillery. Yeah. Actually, no. Go get them. There you go. Yeah, just looked like it flew straight through. That's his big artillery firing, and the ASB target is coming in as well, so this is a perfect time to cloak. Alright, punchy punch. Only in civilian. That makes no sense at all. Like, keep boarding me until the cows come home. It's not gonna really help your cause too much. There you go. Alright, go help. Actually, why don't you just take care of it by ourselves, and we are gonna get ourselves scarce. Rock homeworlds. Wait, we had Zoltan homeworlds, Mantis homeworlds, and now we have rock homeworlds. And apparently my computer needs to restart because my virus scanner is acting up. Not today, is what we say. Let's move on. Seriously though, only in civilian sectors? That's weird. You'd think every time you come across an auto scout you should be able to get that one. Maybe just to lower the, in between quotes, rarity of that event. Forget it. Let's move on. Go get him, Punchy. Nah. Nope. It was mine. Which means you're also using the same one as I do. And also means I'm sort of streaming in decent enough quality. Now that's an important thing to know. Who's shield dudes again? You are. Alright, move on. You can just stand in cloaking. I think we repair our ship a bit. Haven't been getting too many free repairs, it seems. An opportunistic Mantis crew has postponed its piracy activities and set up shop to catch any pressing trade. Yeah. Whoa. Really? You're allowed to get those? Shield piercing 2, not bad. A bit odd that you could get them outside of crystal sectors, but hey. Whatever, right? Alright, let's get hacking. Yes. Buy some fuel. And we'll fix. Great, it's an asteroid field. So what we can do now is fire in a hack, and if we see a red thing, we hack, and we know the shot is guaranteed to hit. Which is nice. We can also mind control to mess them up a bit, which is also fun. Go! Yeah, you're done. Well, we'll have to wait until mind control comes off of cooldown then. For some reason I thought I had a Rockman, so I was wondering where my blue option went. Then I realized I don't have a Rockman. Dr. Jones, get out of there. I'm starting to wonder why are there like a shit ton of airlocks on this thing. Well, do we have room for you? Yes, you can be in here. We can move you around for repairs then. Cool. That's pretty much everything where I want it. Strip the ship. The rest is just gonna be buffers then. I suppose we could use this. I suppose we can use this. We never get that high sensors because it's really not necessary. And since we have nothing to do with our upgrades, might as well have 15 missiles, and we'll buy an upgrade to oxygen with that. Why not? We never know that's no, really. Mysterious wreck. Is it supposed to have 0 health? It's going to explode though. You find a decaying remaining of some kind of ship coated with ice or crystal. You send some crew aboard to explore. Nearly everything is either destroyed or unidentifiable, but one of the weapons appears to be salvageable, and there's a strange safe spot that catches your eye. Wait, did we just get the stasis chamber in the rock homeworlds? Well, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get this crystal out, so we're just going to take this scrap. And we get a crystal burst. Not a bad weapon, but we did get it in the crystal homeworld. No, rock homeworld. Wow. Pretty sure you... No, it's the thing I'm thinking about. The research station. That cannot come up in sectors like this. Well, we're not going to be fighting too many more ships, so might as well test out the strategy now that we still have an option to. So we got to keep an eye out for a red dot somewhere on their ship, and when we do see that, we hit clue. No, we hit hacking. There we go. No. Yep, that works. Good. And right here before the first solar flare even lands. I may have just screwed myself, I know that. Do something! Well, this is playing the waiting game again. He's got 6 shots to him, but we got 55% evasion and 4 shield layers, so, you know, bring it on. Oh yeah, the hag bit. Forgot about that. Boop. It's a good thing we hacked there. No, we're good. Upgrade. Guess not having to buy any sorts of weapons. And there was the big missile launcher, which we've already seen once. Alongside of one of those bombs. Explain. The base itself maybe... Oh yeah, that's a store now, right. Where we can sell off some needless junk, which we currently have 2 things of. Well, let's maybe be able to get some more augments. Ignore. Oh yeah, this thing. Battery charger, emergency respirators. Do we need the extra power? Yes, if we want to be a dick about things. Why wouldn't we want to be a dick about things? You have need a Federation base to find... Yeah, we read this already. Okay. Hacking stun. Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst. It would mean we have to find a fight somewhere here. Come on. There we go. Red alert. Why does it always have to be red? Why not magenta alert? Magenta alert! Oh no! Well, we kind of have to get through this as we do need the scrap. Lag as well. Good point. Good point. They would have to change all the light bulbs. Then again, you could probably just put a filter over it. Probably. Alright, keep your eyes peeled for the riddle red dots. Not a lot of room. Interesting enough, the thing you just mentioned is pretty much the reason why we are still using QWERTY keyboards. The missile keeps on missing. QWERTY is not the most efficient way of going about things, but changing it now would indeed mean a lot of secretaries and whatnot would have to undergo rigorous training again. That's an intercepted missile and a half. That could be a hit. No, well, we didn't even need to hack it, did hit anyway. And if you were wondering why they didn't go with the most efficient keyboard layout to begin with, well, you need to keep in mind what the first, in between quotes, keyboard was. Which indeed was a typewriter. And if you had all the handy, efficient, well, the most efficient layout would have all the buttons you use most at the center of the keyboard, and those little hammers that clip down where you had buttons would get tangled in one another. That's why they went with the QWERTY layout. Now we are no longer using typewriters, so we're still stuck with that because it would mean a lot of training. I suppose you could start both and gently start replacing them, but you know, why bother? I guess is what the general consensus on that is. So we're not going to go back for that augment, apparently. Well, let's kick some flagship butt. It's the biggest ship we'll encounter, so it probably isn't going to take too long. What are you hacking? Mind control. Sweet. And the first shot's already gonna hit. Good ones. Good ones, good ones, good ones, good ones. Waiting here does not give me the store back. Nope. I knew that. You've been trolled, you've been trolled. You've probably been told. Don't reply to this guy, he's just getting a rise out of you. Yes, it's true. And so on and so forth, right? See if we get a reticle somewhere, and we'll be sure to mind control this dude for what it may or may not help. I've intercepted a missile. And re-resisted your bullshit as well. Anything? Oh, this seems like a cloak and a half. Well, we hit something there. Did we just blow up half of his? Whoops. When the only winning move is not to play. Hey, finally made it into here, huh? knocking out my artillery, you jerk. Any minute now. Any minute now. Oh, you're almost dead. Screw mind control. I mean, at some point we gotta hit this thing, right? It's pretty darn huge. There you go. Alright, final phase, and we have to hit it twice. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Right. Could go to repair beacon, but no need. Alright, no one escapes. Go Mantis. And we did our first time, which means we can now send out the hack. Should we catch on to the second one? We'll cloak. I'm pretty confident that we won't have to deal with too much more BS. Thing is, we need to hit before he sends out. What? Alright. Whatever. Hey, artillery's good to go. We're done. Boom. Well, that was it then. Jeez. That was interesting. I think the Cassowary. Not too hard, I would say. Once you get some defense and cloaking, you're pretty much set for it. It's interesting, so, you know, might be worth some bit of your time if you want to. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it here. So thank you guys for watching. Great, I completely fucked up my intro already. Outro, sorry. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series. Feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye everyone.